everyone on YouTube, it's Tara again. Um, this video I wanted to post to talk about my hair as well as a connection to my specific, it's not really specific, explanation and kind of talk about gender for a little bit. Random idea, but when I had explained about my hair and how I had it for a reason and how half of it is gone and half of it is longer, there was a reason behind it. So I thought today I would talk about it as well as talk a little bit more about talking about the LGBT community, but the deeper parts of the community and smaller minorities in the community that I base myself to be upon or that I'm in. So hopefully you guys will take some ideas from this, because I know that some people don't understand or don't think it actually exists, this weird idea of gender, but hopefully I can open some of you guys' minds to it. So basically, first things first, if you haven't seen my hair, it is... this is very different for me. Not long ago, I graduated 3 years ago. High school, end of high school, first year of college, I had hair that was up to here. It was this length, both sides. And when Pride came up, my LGBT club that I'm in at college, we decided to go to Walk in Pride, which is the San Francisco Pride Parade. And it was really exciting. We got to walk in and all that kind of stuff. But beforehand, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to, I just now have learned this whole new thing about gender for myself, so I want to express that physically. So I asked my friend Devin, who is awesome. Hello, Devin, if you're watching this. And he basically, not much experience, little longer than this, but he just cut it, just the half of it, he just cut it off. So I've kept it this way ever since. The short side has gotten longer and shorter and kind of taken phases, but basically this has been it for 2 or so years. Then I added the color just a few days ago. But the reason that I did this cut, and I've gotten a lot of comments on like, oh, well, that's what everyone is doing, so you must be just fitting in or just something that is popular right now and it's just a phase and blah 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 blah. And when I would say no, everyone would get super confused about it. And I was like, well, it's kind of symbolic to me in the way that I reveal myself gender-wise, but also my experience and my energy-wise. I'm gender fluid or non-gender conforming. And that means that I do not fall under either male or female. And here's the thing about gender. Gender isn't physical. It's not the physical parts of your body. Gender is an idea that society has created to put people in boxes. That female is put in this certain box. They act a certain way, they dress a certain way, they are in this box of female. Male is put into another box of this is how they dress, this is how they act, this is how they should be. Gender is a societal thing. It is a box that society has made. It doesn't have to do with sex, it doesn't have to do with physical attributes. It is something that people have used to put people in boxes. And it has come intertwined because now people think of genitalia or physical attributes as to have a gender. Genitalia and physical attributes don't have gender. It's the people who have it, or people in society who then name that physical attribute to be and represent one of the boxes that society has for you. And at first I was very didn't know about it at all. And I was really fortunate to meet a gender, or a gender, not gender at all, doesn't think of gender at all, or gender fluid individuals such as myself. And they really taught me that you don't need to have a gender, or you don't even need to fit in just one of the genders. And so I kind of fit in with the idea that I kind of like to flow in the genders of masculinity and femininity. And so I kind of flow in between. And gender fluidity means that I might be more feminine one day and I might be more masculine one day. And it's just the way that I represent myself and show myself into society, into community. And that's why I wanted to do this. And the reason is that for me, I feel that my hair represents, if it's long, it's feminine, it's beautiful, it's super long and attractive as a feminine attribute to a woman. And then short hair is masculine, it's clean, it's cut, and it kind of has a different personality in that way. So showing it, it kind of shows how I am with these two genders and the flow in between them. So that's kind of the reason that I have this haircut is I do not fit into one or the other gender. I flow in between the genders. And especially with my spirituality and my practicing, I've really realized that with practicing with both male and female gods and goddesses, because you have to understand that even way back when, gods and goddesses some of them didn't have a designated gender, but we today have now put a gender upon them to be male or female. So I always think of, like, instead of really gods and goddesses as he and her and male and female, masculine energy and feminine energy, because any gender or no gender can share both the same or one or the other. So to show that, and with my practicing, because I work with both of them, most of the time it's with feminine strength energy, but usually sometimes I'll also bring in masculine energy as well. I like to share a balance with that, and so it helps physically show myself to people, show my half and half of flowing between masculine and feminine attributes. So that's why I do that. And the thing with my gender, because I am gender fluid, there's some people who are agender, who I've met some people who just don't talk about gender at all. They don't want people to call them by a gender. They want them to call them by their name, or call them by a certain pronoun, which is like Z, which isn't he or she, it's in the middle. It's not one of the pronouns, it's just not one of them. But there's people like myself who are comfortable having any pronouns to represent me. So if someone uses male pronouns to represent me, I'm fine with that. If they use female, I'm fine with that. If they don't use either, or they use Z, or they just call me by my name, I'm fine with that as well. And it just really depends on each person. So that's basically the idea with my hair. And then there's different unique stuff with, like, the color and the reasons that I chose the color and the reason for different things. But basically that's the idea with my hair, is that's why it's short and long, masculine, feminine, either side. It's a fluid creation of my hair. It's a fluid creation of, it doesn't have to be masculine, feminine, or feminine, masculine. It can be masculine, feminine. It really doesn't matter. It's the idea, and challenging the idea of beauty as having both, neither, and all, and having a fluidity throughout. Then with the color, pretty simple. Red, because I really connect with my horoscopes, and with being Aries, which is fire. And I really have this fiery, quirky, really bright, just crazy personality, as well as being grounding, which is interesting. So I have red in my hair to show that part, which is kind of like hidden in the rest of my hair, so I kind of like it in that way. And then the ends are purple, Right there, there we go. And the reason for that is purple I really connect to as a color. Purple stones, purple herbs, purple whatever, purple as clothing. Interesting with like purple stones, I love amethyst. Purple herbs, I love, my favorite is lavender. So it's really comes down to I really connect with the color purple, with its emotions and the feelings I get and the energy I get off the color purple, as well as everything that's purple I seem to really enjoy being around or using or being connected to or using the energy of. So that's why I use purple. And altogether, I think it looks pretty good. Um, so that's basically what this video is about. Is wanted to talk to you guys about the idea and challenge your idea of gender a little bit. Describe what I've gone through and my fluidity through working with gender and kind of ignoring gender and kind of pushing out some challenging ideas to society. But also letting you guys know why this weird haircut has come to be. So, other than that, that is basically it. I might make another video soon, either tonight or tomorrow. Collection of my stones and my crystals, because like I showed the last video I made of the ones I found, I have a huge collection of crystals, and I would love to share them with you guys. So, that is that. Blessed be, and I will see all you guys later.